Today I'm going to do a little something different with the Friday training race. Because I've had some issues in the race with my kicker trainer, I decided I'm going to change up my approach just for a test. So here you see my normal setup, which is the kicker with my TCR Advance giant bike connected to it. This is basically where this bike lives now. So I have a kicker trainer and also an old Quark Cinco power meter. Been having some issues with the power meter dropping lately, so I've been only riding with the kicker, and that's caused some issues, especially as I've documented on the downhills. So today what I've decided to do is bring my road bike in, and I'm going to give it a test on the old dumb trainer, the Cyclops. Wouldn't typically ride this wheel and especially that tire on the trainer, but this is kind of a one-off thing. And this particular bike has a more recent Quark power meter on a red 22 crank. So that's what I'll be riding today during the race. Also, a different thing I'm going to try is to record the sound, the commentary, so to speak, while I am doing the race. We'll see how that turns out. So today's going to be a day of first, and I hope you'll find it interesting. Also, I'm planning on not overheating like I did last night on my ride outside. If you're interested, I also keep a keyboard nearby. Also, normally hang my towel over this little chair stool. So this is my little Zwift world. I call it the locate its lair. So we'll see you out there on the Friday training race. Okay, here we are getting started with the race. Actually, right now we're in the warm-up. The way you're supposed to do this is get behind C. Weedman. He's the guy there with the gray Zwift jersey. That's the jersey you get if you have done a metric century. Garcia has kind of gone ahead of the group. Good to see Jay Gill out. He works with the British races. Everybody's talking about the issues with the drafting, and what that means is when you get behind a particular rider, you should be able to draft. When you get in right behind them, it's easier for you to pedal. But recently it's been hard to get in behind riders. You end up riding out beside them instead of behind them. So that was the concern. Again, we're just warming up. Probably we'll just sign out until we get to the bridge where the start is. And we'll pick up with the commentary for as long as I can breathe. Okay, we're getting ready to start. I'm kind of hung up on Weedman. This bridge is the beginning of the start. Let's see how this day goes. We've got Weedman. We got Garcia. Garcia once again starts off pretty quickly. Pait, he is the one that we got to watch. We'll see how that works out. Ooh, he's got his arrow wheel. We are in trouble now. Me, I'm just trying not to push too hard. Garcia is going off the front. Now here's the problem. He goes up there and enough guys follow, then I have to follow because I'm not going to be able to chase them down. The number one rule of racing on Watopia is don't lose the group. Once you go off the back, unless you're with a pretty sizable group, you're done. So, I'm going to try to stay up with these guys. Maybe I can kind of mark Pait. I'm actually putting out a little bit more work than those guys. Pait's up to 5 now. I know that he's a lot lighter than me, so I have to use more wattage to climb with him. Gotta work. Keep my heart rate under control. My main hope today is that I'll be able to descend without getting dropped. I'm hoping that not being on the kicker will help me on that. Okay, pacing up the climb. Hasn't been too crazy. Breathe. Trying to get my heart rate down. Wouldn't want to have to chase right now. Ease up on the gear a little bit. Pay attention. Taking my watch off. Suddenly things begin to change. Gotta be ready to react to that. Okay, I'm drafting. See if Dodsworth will help pull me up. It's looking like it. That draft worked. Garcia's got a gap. See if I can get up here and lock on Pait. There he is in front of Weedman.
control the front. Let Frank get out there. Pait's making another move. Alright, now here's the moment of truth. What's going to happen when I crest? And normally the kicker right now would begin to start spinning out on me. It's not happening here. So good. Stand a chance. Okay. I'm on the front, but I'm not going to work. Frank's got a 31-second lead. Dropping down. Get in the group. Stay out the front for a while. Let these guys pull me along. Nobody's working too hard. Frank's still got a good gap. So I can close up the gap and get into a draft. 3 meters coming in behind Jay Lemon. Oh man, it kicked me over. So definitely hard to get a draft. Ha, drafting off the AI, guys. Worked on the old RPM. Now, I know 25-second gap, Garcia wouldn't be able to haul it off Pait. He could come back on that. So we've got to just not burn out. And if Pait goes, I've got to try to hang with him as much as I can. I guess in some ways you would call this negative racing. The point is, I think it's Francois is so much stronger than we are that I don't know how else we could beat him other than working together. And I'm not even certain that's going to happen with Frank out there all by himself. Okay, now, will this work for a draft? Ah, I'm in a draft. Looks like I'm with Weedman. What's the gap? Oh, I got kicked off. I mean, maybe that's what Zwift is doing. Maybe they're trying to make it so you can take people off of another draft by moving up beside them. Dodgeworth appears to have moved me off. Pait's probably over there. Let's see, what is he doing here? Oh no, 4, 2. He's working a little bit. Probably I get an advantage because of my weight when we go down on these rollers. And then the lighter guys see, here's my advantage. And the lighter guys have an advantage right there when we're going up. This is not going to last. Garcia still hasn't pulled over 30 seconds. Frank took the sprint. Wow, he must have been putting out some effort. Yeah, 43 seconds. He definitely pulled it out there. So 14 seconds, that's not incredible. So he didn't kill himself. So that's a good lead. I think we're going to let Lemon go. Gil go, I'm sorry. Heart rate is okay. Let Gil go. The reason why I say that is, even if he was able to bridge up to Frank, don't think he can take Frank, especially after working hard to get up there to him. Ooh, waterfall, that's nice. This is the first time I've been on Zwift since yesterday's update, so that waterfall is a new part of it. Now I'm in the draft. How long will I stay there is the question. Will I get bumped out? Now there's no one behind me, so I don't have anyone coming along and knocking me off. Shoot! It's like the burrito is back. You can't get a draft. It almost seems it's intentional. For some reason, they're trying to keep us from drafting, or not keep us from drafting, but there's got to be some method behind how you go about drafting that is not readily apparent. Okay, now we're coming up on the bridge where we started. But you got to be careful, because this is not the finish line, as I discovered in Tuesday's race. I stopped, which meant I didn't finish. I got a DNF. The finish line is the finish line. the banner there on the ocean side, I guess, of the island. Okay. Here's where we mark the start of the KOM. That little line in the road. So we're on the KOM. So Pait's trying to do something there, I think. Dodsworth definitely. Yeah, Pait 7. Ah, yeah, they're going. You can see over in the side, little red 9.68 for Pait. Weedman's going with them. And I got caught at the back of the group. So, let's see what we can do. Get back up there. Don't sprint. Just work it over time. We're dropping Dodsworth. 400. Okay. Starting to hurt. Oh, they're leaving me. Let's go. Get in the draft. Come on. Don't stop. Heart rate down. Ooh. Red. Come on. Man, I should have been watching. Ah. Okay. If they had kept attacking, I would have gotten dropped. Come on. Get under 70. There we go. Keep it up. Keep dropping. Good, Frank's still up, 47. Looks like he's working on a triple jersey. All right. Thank goodness I'm not on the kicker. Ha. Whoa! I got the KOM! I give it up not to have had to chase. Whoosh. It's just so hard for me to keep my cadence up on Zwift. I just want to mash it. I think part of that is the kicker. Like when I'm trying to go downhill, I have to be in 53.11, just killing it. And I still get dropped. And in order to get the power you need for short periods of time, it's easier to do that when you're mashing the gear. Of course, that's going to kill your legs over the long term. Yeah, comfortable gear, comfortable cadence for me is around 85. The Garcia's over a minute. That's looking pretty good. You can keep that up. Frankly, that's probably the only reason why I'm still here. Is Pait knows that we're marking him. He's not killing himself. I still think he's weighed. And the time will come when he'll unleash and go after Frank. Maybe even on the last lap. Sun setting. 3 laps to go. I think Frank will try to hold it, or Pait will try to hold it right here. Maybe on the second lap, or 2 laps to go. So try something. It does not want me to draft. It'll put me over in the dirt. Okay, now it's saying I can draft if I get up there. Closing in. I'm gonna go past him. It's like bump drafting in NASCAR. You gotta kind of feel your way up there. Or you'll run right over them. Whew. Got the air conditioning on, fans running, and there goes Pait. Ah! I was just toweling myself off when he attacked. He must have seen it. Oh man, he is not letting up. He's dropping Weedman. He's dropping me. Don't quit. I'm gonna get up there to Weedman. Get on me, Weedman. Come on. Oh, it's done. I can't pull him back. Not talking. See my heart rate. Okay. It's a podium spot for me and Weedman. Cobain's closing in on Garcia. I wish I had been paying attention. Probably still would have gotten dropped, but probably could have held on a little longer. But that shows you how it works. I'm not even thinking about Weedman. I'm just trying to hold a pace that I know I can hold. Yeah, he's definitely lifting it here. Will it be slow and steady wins the climb? just around my functional threshold. Come on. Whew. Wearing down. Oh, I'm gonna go so I can catch Pait. Oh no. Gotta get back in range. If they're dropped off, then I can't jump ahead and see them in the race. I think I'm going to do it. Maybe I can use the app. There they are. Okay. I'll jump ahead and finish the race watching them. There. Okay. We're with Pait right now. He's chasing down Garcia, who has a 13-second lead. They're in the penultimate lap. I'm probably dropping like a rock off the back because I can't see. See what Garcia's doing. He's only 9 seconds. So we should be able to look back and see Pait closing in. So let's watch for a little bit, see what happens. seconds back. You can see him closing in. Frank's not even trying. You can see he's doing 2.5 watts per kilogram. But still, right around 300 watts. There he is. Copait's making the junction. Let's give Garcia a ride on. They're together. Garcia's moving up again. Maybe he was saving something. Garcia has been riding strong ever since he did that Everesting attempt. It's been pretty incredible. Right now he's just following. Can't tell if he's in the draft or not. He's not sitting up, which is typically a sign. Now he's attacking, or that could have been due to the rollers, especially if he's on a kicker. Now I should say, I do like the kicker. I would prefer to ride with the kicker. Just tactically in a race, for me, it's hard to make it work. I felt a lot better doing the dumb trainer and power meter today. And if I'm using the kicker, and I'm able to use the power meter to send the information to Zwift, that works pretty well too. It's just when you're using the kicker for both, to send the information and to receive it, that's when you run into problems. Hey, there went Nathan. Nathan Guerrero is out. Hope he does well on his race this weekend. I'm now going on 3 minutes back. Weedman's 2 minutes back. But at least he's trying. I'm not trying. And that's why I keep dropping. So let's go back here. Look back and see where Pait is. There he is. Neither of them seem to be working too hard. When will they make the next attack? They might be hanging on for the final lap. Then it'll be just a time trial to the finish. Yeah, Garcia's heart rate is down. Let's see what Copait's work is looking like. They seem to be working pretty much around the same. I'm not certain what Copait's heart rate normally is. I don't know what his hard work is. I do know he's a lot lighter than I am. So those 231 watts is moving him along at a faster clip than I would be. Standing. Let's watch his heart rate for a little while. See if it goes up any. It's holding pretty much steady at 155. 56, okay. Seems to be putting out a little bit of effort more. And it's just still hanging steady there. 4.8 watts per kilogram. He just inherited the fastest lap jersey. He also took the mountain jersey from me. So all he has to do is get the sprint, and he'll have, oh, did you see that? Garcia's talking about the kicker spikes. So I just sent him a message that I didn't use the kicker today. All right, now, Pait is working because he's up to 160. So there is a work going. Of course, he's climbing. Let's go check on Garcia, see what's happening with him. Must have been all those repeats he did. He is putting out more wattage. Of course, he weighs a little bit more. Find out a little bit more. I think Garcia is, I believe he might be in his 50s. Let's see. Frank is 51 years old. Francois is 39. Way to represent, Frank! Us old guys. Doesn't show their weight, so I don't know about that. Definitely picking up on the wattage. Personally, Frank's got to be careful. Is Garcia going to be able to stay up? Will Francois go over and then attack on the downhill, hit the last lap, and pace to the end? We'll find out. Weidman's hanging in there. Less than a minute and a half back. You need to go give him a ride on. Ride on, buddy. I'll get back before these guys disappear. The last time I tried to do a race and record it like this, I lost them. I ended up just getting me for the last lap or so, which was completely boring. But this, between these two guys, is turning into a pretty decent race. Coming up to the KOM. Actually, well, that might be my second climb. I was about to say, I'm not sure Francois inherited my KOM, but I think he did. It's just my time there that's showing at 4 minutes and 22 seconds is my second fastest time up the climb today. Not overly interesting at the moment, but that's how racing is sometimes. Not just on Watopia, but in real life. You have to conserve. Go as fast as you can, but conserve as much as you can for when you need it. Here we see Pait is following behind Garcia. They're still putting out a good 4.0 watts per kilogram. Coming over the top. Frank's still in the lead. Not flying down the hill, 28. Should be able to pick up the speed here in a little bit. Pait comes over the top of Garcia. You got to think that if Francois is younger than Frank, that his heart rate probably, his max heart rate is probably higher. So if Frank is putting out about the same beats per minute, it's a good chance he's working a little harder than Pait. But I don't know. Haven't ever seen their FTP test information. Yeah, I know what I'm going to do. While I'm watching here, let's jump over to Instagram. Put up an Instagram video of what we're doing here. Friday training race on Watopia. Right now I'm not really racing. Watching Francois Pait and Frank Garcia go at it. Recording at the moment for locatance.com. Video tomorrow. Tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video. Alright, got that up there. Now let's get back to the race. We're on the final lap. These guys are staying together. So, where is the attack going to happen? If I remember correctly, Francois fancies that he's got a bit of a sprint. Garcia, I've seen him sprint, so not sure what's going to happen. One of two things is going to happen, I think. It's going to be decided on the mountain, or they're going to save it for the sprint. I really don't think anything is going to happen before then, though I could be lying because these guys are picking it up. We're watching Frank going through the rollers. Yeah, oh, up the roller. That's where Frank's hating his kicker, because he's getting those spikes. Though the rollers haven't been as bad with the kicker. And for me, it's really, again, just that downhill. I keep talking about it because it frustrates me so much. I've fallen off the leaderboard. Well, no, I haven't. I'm still up there. I'm just so far back, I'm at the top. Weedman still, he's hanging in there. Great job, bud. To be only down by 2 minutes, he's working hard. Didn't wimp out like me. Whoa, that's not Frank. There we go. Okay, Francois is up into 162. Definitely higher than earlier. Man, it's amazing how close these guys are. Though Garcia is definitely turning a lower cadence. Guarantee you that's the kicker kicking in again. I don't think Pait has a kicker. Right now he's off the front, or on the front, not off the front. Pait's still hanging in there. Frank's right on his wheel. Ooh, I'm only 7 minutes and 40 seconds back now. Weidman's dropping faster back. Doesn't appear to be because these guys are picking up the pace. They're really biding their time. I mean, 200 watts? Do you think maybe somebody's trying to get their heart rate down before they attack on the climb? Guess we're going to be finding out here before long. I'd love to know what's going through their minds right now. What are their plans? Pretty soon I believe we'll see the bridge structure. That'll mark the straight before the climb starts. I wonder if that mountain there on the other side of the lake is where the climb is. Never really thought about that. I think it does turn back to the right. Still staying together. They're not turning their pedals in anger. Come on, guys. Ooh, are those stars? Yeah, I think there's stars up there in the sky. Sun setting behind these guys. Stars starting to come out in front of them. Yeah, ooh, there it is. Nice. Wish I had a better machine, better graphics card. But I'm using a MacBook Pro. So just a laptop. Can't run it at its highest graphics ability. Alright, here we go. What's going to happen? No one stops to get gas or snacks. Go right past Hank's. The alien statues up ahead. Pait right behind Garcia. Who's going to make the move? Or will there be a move? Whoop, 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 here we go. Garcia attack, or Pait attacks. He's holding it. Frank tries to come with an answer. Oh, Frank. He's burying himself here. He's catching him. Oh man, come on. This is the place. Go. I don't even know who I'm cheering for. Both these guys are riding so well. Ah! Good into that little dip. Garcia lets up a little bit. Pait only has a 1 second jump on him. Garcia puts the feather out. 2 seconds back. No, Pait just took him. Garcia's done. Pait keeps this up. No. Yeah, Frank, good job. Good try, buddy. But I don't see you keeping that going. Pait's just a killer. Now I did notice that H. Becker, he was there giving a ride on to Pait. What I would really like to see is these two guys going at each other. Matter of fact, I think I did see them do that one time. It's a pretty good race. So we got to get H. Becker out here. So I'm calling you out. He's not giving up. "25 seconds back. 26 on the climb. Pait's going. He's easing up a little bit, but he can afford to do that. No need in killing himself. 33 seconds. I'm going to send him a message. Tomorrow's video is going to be great. So I guess we give Pait a victory video here. as he's finishing it out. There he is. Somehow they gotta figure out some button that lets you go across the line with your hands up in the air. Whoa, you went through the KOM. Great job. Garcia's going back 56 seconds. That's weird. It's showing me 9:32, but I don't know where Weedman is. He should be in there. Good job, Kobe. Keep it up. Descending off the top with a minute plus lead. No yellow line rule on Zwift, so he was fine there going across the center. Oh, he's going to go across with a flourish. Coming under the bridge, that marks him coming into the finish straight, as he soon will see the construction building. There we go. Pushing off to the right. You can see where the climb began. There's the alien structure up there to the left. And he's coming across. Get the finish for him. These two guys are going at it, but Samuels doesn't know who he's dealing with. Yeah, way to go. Good job, Francois. Somebody's got to come and take that winner's jersey off your back. And it will not be easy. Great job. So let's jump back to Garcia. Here he is coming in to the finish. Great job for you, Frank. Way to go off the front. As you can tell if you watch this, we did try to slow him down a little bit, but he's just strong. Good job, buddy. Way to sprint for the finish. Wow, 1100 watts. Good job. Okay, I'm going to go back to me, but don't worry, I'm not going to make you stay with me the entire time. I've still got the climb to go. So I hope you enjoyed it, though I won't be here at the finish. It was fun, even though I don't think I'll ever win one of these things. It's just fun to be out, enjoy riding with the guys. Kind of consider them friends, though we've never met. I guess that's what starts happening in the gaming world when you meet up with guys on a regular basis. Maybe we'll be back for another recording at another race. Get out there, join us, have some fun, and we'll talk to you later.